Lil Uzi just announced that he's going to be dropping a whole nother album instead of a deluxe for the Pink Tape. And could this be 1629, the collab tape with Playboi Carti that we've been wanting for years now and we've been promised and that never came through? Today we're going to take a look at that because there is a couple of things that I missed in the video I made about this deluxe the other day, so let's jump straight into this. If you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe and become part of this community. Oh, and also go cop that fresh merch and listen to my new songs in the description. Real quick, if you don't want to listen to this, make sure to skip 10 seconds into the future, but you can now sign up for my free newsletter with the first link in the description. It comes every Sunday and details everything that's been happening in hip-hop over the past week, so make sure to do that. So quick recap over what's happened. Lil Uzi was live on Twitch with this streamer girl called Connie. Apparently she's some TikTok girl and then made a Twitch. I'm glad that I didn't know her, but while he was playing with her, she asked him if he was gonna drop a deluxe for the Pink Tape, which was obviously his new album that just dropped and that I thought was pretty good. And she asked him if he was gonna drop a deluxe, and he then said, nah, I'm just gonna do a whole new album. And in yesterday's video, we talked about what the possibilities could be for this. Either he's trolling, either he's working on a new album that's coming out maybe this Friday, because the theory was, like in 2020, when Eternal a Take dropped, and then he decided to release the deluxe of it, which was Lil Uzi Vert versus the World 2, the week after, so only 7 days later. And later on, Nav did the same thing with Good Intentions and Brown Boy 2. So that's kind of how that whole thing started, and he could be pulling the same move, or third option, he's working on a new album, but it's not the deluxe and it'll take some time to come out. But there's been more theories about this. Now, first of all, I want to kind of double down on this Forever Young theory, because a couple of people were saying that this would be Forever Young, and I wanted to do a quick recap over what Forever Young truly was, that album that we got announced in 2020, I believe. So it all started with people calling Uzi out for having to go back to his 2016-2017 style, and that he's kind of fallen off since then or whatever. And he posted on a story and said, okay, fine. And the next thing that we got was a tweet from himself where he just said, Forever Young with a disc, which usually stands for this is a new record, a new album, on November 17th, 2020, so almost 3 years ago. And some people are now thinking that this new deluxe might be Forever Young, the album that we've also gotten snippets for, some of which did, some of which didn't make the Pink Tape, that might be the album that we're getting as the deluxe. Kind of, we got Lil Uzi Vert versus the World 2 with Eternal a Take as that deluxe. And here's the kind of the evidence that people are using to support this theory, or if it might even be 1629, that collaborative tape with Playboi Carti that we've been wanting for such a long time. First of all, the least kind of indicative of this whole thing, but I wanted to put it in here because some people have been saying this. Lil Uzi Vert debuted, or he didn't debut, but he brought back his purple dreads right before the Pink Tape dropped, like a month before, and we haven't seen him rock those ever since the Pink Tape came out, which would have made sense, purple dreads with the Pink Tape, but he didn't yet, and people are saying that this might be a throwback to his older style of 2016-2017, that he wanted to show us that with that. I don't really see the point in there, but it's something that people have been saying. But now let's look at the actually interesting stuff. Now, first of all, when Lil Uzi was live with Kai Cenat, he did talk about having features on this album. For example, he said, we see this in this post from Kirko right here, he said, Uzi hinted at a Playboi Carti feature again. Not that many features, but the features that everybody thinks I should have. Basically, where I started at is where I'm a finish. And let's look at the features on the Pink Tape. He had Travis on there, and he had Nicki on there, and Don Toliver, and non-hip-hop artists like Bring Me the Horizon or Baby Metal, I think they're called. So why nobody thought that he should have Nicki Minaj or Don Toliver on there? Travis kind of, because we had the snippet from there, like the confirmation that Travis is on there, but nobody thought he should have Nicki or Don Toliver on there. People were thinking Playboi Carti, and so him hinting at that was kind of like, okay, where is this going now? Well, then after that, y'all remember, maybe you do if you're an Uzi fan, that on the day that the Pink Tape dropped, we got the YouTube version for all the songs, and the song Patience with Don Toliver wasn't Patience with Don Toliver. This was actually a new song with Playboi Carti on there. It didn't really sound like a Pink Tape song, it sounded like a Carti song with the Uzi feature. But still, they uploaded the wrong song. Some people are saying that this was a strategy to kind of get people talking about it. Yo, where's the Carti feature? Maybe a hint that they're hinting at a new Playboi Carti feature, or even the 1629 album, even though that's a little bit far-fetched. Some theories that I've read on the Reddit, people are usually saying like, oh, somebody getting fired, somebody fucked up. And then another one, as you can see right here, it's a completely different song from Patience. Sounds like an unfinished Carti song rather than Uzi's, but no clue how it would end up here if that was the case. And then somebody replied to that, Carti probably didn't clear the feature and Uzi's team fucked up when uploading the album and forgot to replace it with the new song. That is actually pretty interesting, and that could actually be a theory that I see is possible. And now somebody else said that I kind of wanted to put in here because we're talking about the deluxe. Damn, they fixed it. It's now the right song. Hopefully they still add it to the deluxe or something, because that might still be the case. And it could actually be very well be that Playboi Carti sent in the feature, but they didn't get cleared, early enough. And so they had the wrong metadata in the background for that song when uploading it. And that's why it got uploaded under the wrong song. Or it's the perfect sneak peek, the perfect snippet. That's kind of what I also see happening. And then I also want to mention, when we're talking about Uzi and Playboi Carti, that I think this was March, April of this year, maybe even a little bit earlier, maybe February, Uzi took to his Instagram story to post a picture of this satanic figure with those two children, and he tagged on each one of those children Playboi Carti and Lil Uzi Vert with an upside down cross and said, "Me and my love about to take over the world," which was also kind of like, at that time we were thinking he was talking about dropping the Pink Tape and dropping Narcissist, so both of their albums taking over the world, or the 1629 album. And now with all those little pieces together, we could be seeing, maybe even if it's not 1629, maybe still a song, a feature, maybe on the deluxe off of the Pink Tape with Playboi Carti on there. Also, maybe I remember this at Rolling Loud California this year. Uzi had that one line where he said, "Shout out to Carti, we don't talk hardly, but that's where my heart be," as kind of like the last little hint to this Playboi Carti thing. Now, do I think 1629 will drop this Friday as the deluxe? No, obviously no. I don't see that happening. Do I think we'll get it at some point? It seems like they're kind of now friendly again, so that there could be a possibility. Uzi knows that we want that Carti feature. That's why he hinted at it. That is why he put up a story with it. That is why they uploaded the wrong song. Can't tell me that's not the wrong song. Even if it is, apparently another song exists that was supposed to make it on the Pink Tape. And that at least gives me hope that we're going to get a Carti feature on a deluxe, on Forever Young, whatever. I mean, I did kind of throw in the Forever Young theory today. So if it's going to be Forever Young or 1629 or Lil Uzi Vert versus the World 3 or just the deluxe as a new album, we don't know. But that's the theory so far. All the pieces of evidence that I forgot in the other video that I wanted to add to this, because this does add another layer. Now, let me know what y'all think about this, though. Really interesting to kind of talk about this. But let me know all your thoughts and all your theories on this in the comments down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media, and most importantly, join my Discord in the description. Until the next one, you'll have an incredible day, and y'all take care.